Tembo.
But you don't have to be sexy to look good. You can be decent and look good and be presentable and be respectful. So I think definitely the message is just obviously the dressing is sometimes questionable, showing too much skin.
I'm sorry. First of all, who played that song? Because I'm a bit tipsy. And because I'm tipsy, I'll blame it on the alcohol. So let's do this. Fred Membe, Tembo. I'm sorry, but you're doing great on social media. And guys, this is Mrs. Tembo. She's so beautiful. Round of applause to her. Goodness. Most influential social media personality. That's huge. I just celebrated over 600,000 social media followers. And for a media personality, it's not a small matter. I want to thank the M Nation. I owe you this one. We did it. But we fucking did it. Oh, is this live TV? Sorry. Hi, Mom. I know you're watching. Thank you. I want to thank my mom for being supportive. I want to thank Jack Mwape, my son, Honcho Mwape. I do this for you. Many people don't understand, but I do this for you. And I promised to share the money with any citizen of the M Nation if I won. So I need to ask, how much does this come with? Can anybody tell me? Wadi, Landy, Costa? What figures are we looking at? Because I need to pay somebody's school fees with this. I need to buy sanitary towels with this. That's what I do. That's what we do as the M Nation.
What do you think about this situation? Mutale Mwanza situation. What do you think about Mutale Mwanza in general before we get to the Diamond TV fiasco?
Well, I think she's definitely a powerhouse. She's a brand on her own, and she's definitely worked her way up to this stage. So I think she definitely has a place in the market. But yesterday's performance was really not the best. I was not impressed. First of all, even just going out there and saying she was drunk was just the beginning of the end. I think she should have just taken the award, said a joke or two, and then left the stage. I think everything that carried on from there onwards was just, unfortunately, yes, because of the alcohol that was flowing. So, unfortunately, got the better of her yesterday.
All right. So when you talk about her being a powerhouse, what exactly do you mean?
Just in terms of, I guess, her social media influence, I think she's also quite an entrepreneur of note. So I think she's definitely done a few things to get where she is right now in terms of that. Yeah.
Right. So when you talk about social media influencing, or rather just influencing somebody, what type of power does that come with?
it comes with a lot of power, but then with power comes with great responsibility as well. And I think that's something that a few bloggers have noted, to say you might have a huge following. I think she mentioned she has about 600,000 followers. I think
Right.
that takes a lot. It takes a lot to get there, but you also have to now realize that you have a huge responsibility to set sort of like a good example. I mean, we have a lot of young people following her. I used to follow her, and I think she could use her platform for greater good. I mean, throwing F bombs is not the best that you can do to actually set a good example and how you want women to lead. And we want women to be out there doing great things and not setting the stage like she did yesterday. So, unfortunately, as much as she does have a strong brand and a huge following, I think in terms of leadership, she could definitely do a whole lot better.
Right. So you talked about her having a lot of power with regards to influencing. So let's talk about the demographics that she attracts and her audience, and especially the impressionable young women. So according to her conduct, even prior to this particular situation, what impact does she have to the young impressionable females, Zambian females? What message is she consistently putting out there, subconsciously, indirectly?
Well, I think when you're into marketing, a lot of people would know that sex sells. Unfortunately, I think that's the thing that we've been getting across from Mutale, that the sexiness, she's all about that, looking good, um type of thing. So I think that's the tone. Just marketing herself in a very sexy way, I guess. In terms of the entrepreneurship, I think that would really come off a little bit more, but I think right now it's all about image.
Yeah, so when you just go to Mutale Mwanza's pages and you just think of Mutale Mwanza, what things come to your mind immediately?
Fashion, looking good, having a great time. Yeah, that's what comes to mind actually. I actually
Right.
don't
So
follow.
yeah,
I
I
used
understand.
to.
I understand. I understand. And you talked about sex sells. So uh, she's obviously using her sex appeal to sort of
Yes.
have like a lot of influence in order for her to have a lot of comments. She's using like a lot of sex appeal. So what do you think is being how is this affecting young impressionable females out there, especially the females who are being programmed from around 9 to 16? How do you think it's going she's affecting the next coming wave of people, of young females to be precise?
Well, I guess definitely appearance is probably something that she's projecting to be of high importance, of which I think there's two sides. Yes, you do have to look good in the public eye. It's good for your self confidence. If you want a good paying job, if you just want to look presentable, it's good. But you don't have to be sexy to look good. You can be decent and look good and be presentable and be respectful. So I think definitely the message is just obviously the dressing is sometimes questionable, showing too much skin. And for the young people, I don't think that's necessary. You can really look good without having to show so much skin out there.